Hey everyone, so I promised a review of the new tent, and here it is, the Wilderness Equipment Space One. Let's look around, let's get straight into it. It's quite lightweight, only weighs 1.59 kilograms, and when you open up the case, you'll notice everything is in different little pouches. So this is the fly, this is the inner, and this is pegs and poles. Let's set it up. Alright, so this is the structure of the pole. So it's kind of like two wires on each end. Wilderness Equipment call it like a dihedral setup. So let's put it up. Alright, so this is the inner of the tent set up here. As you can see, the poles clip on like this. This is the freestanding style tent, and you've got the short pole coming across the top. So a bit of dimensions. This is 2.1 meters long, and at its widest, 1.14 across, with a surface area of just under 2 square meters. Yeah, let's get the fly up. Bit of thunder rolling over. So this is the tent setup, and I'll show you in a second. It's quite roomy in here. The vestibule here is 0.6 square meters. You got pockets up here, and you know, it's a nice little design. I like the color. It's sort of that wedge shape. The ventilation, the only ventilation the tent has is right here. There's another zip coming down like this. Stick your hand out like that, and it's got a little cord here so the rain can't get in. So yeah, as you can see, it's quite roomy in here. You got the 4 pockets. This is where I put my head when I sleep, so there's a lot of headroom. And as you can see, it goes out on its side here, so you got a lot of room for putting gear. And this is a internal hub-to-hub cord, so you can pull this out all the way across to here, and that gives the tent a bit of extra strength in strong winds. So back on the outside of the tent now, and as you can see, the corners are quite unique. The poles come in here, and they are color-coded fly hooks in here. So it's a little bit of a unique design, not just the sort of regular loop with a bit of cord. Yeah, and being color-coded helps a lot. The tent only has 6 pegs, and what I like is that you can pull them out with these little cords here, but they're a bit painful to push in. The floor here has a hydrostatic head rating of about 5,000 millimeters. So this means that the surface or the bottom of the tent here could hold a column of water 5,000 millimeters tall before water starts seeping in. So that's quite strong. Well, as you just saw, we got caught in a bit of a thunderstorm. Good test for the tent that's still around us. So what do I like about this tent? Well, I think it's really nice and roomy, good for one person. You know, there's a lot of space in the vestibule and the inner. You've got a nice amount of headroom. There's no contact between the fly and the inner, thanks to the freestanding setup. I just like the design and the color as well. The low weight and the way it packs up means you can separate the different bags across your tent if need be. Alright, so the first weakness I found is that there's no cover over the zip, and the zip is always a bit of a weak point when it comes to rain. It could possibly be a bit too much mesh for Tassie conditions. You know, this is a 3-season tent, but you know, it does get cold here. The inner pitch first may not be ideal in weather, you know, like this, where a quick thunderstorm could roll in. And attaching the fly to the inner is quite fiddly as well, so that's time consuming. and it's sometimes difficult to tell the difference between the rope and the Typhon nut down at the poles in the corners, and the air vent is a little bit strange, and there's only one of it as well, which I found a bit interesting, but I guess it's all the mesh, so there is good airflow. Well, there you have it. That's my review of the Wilderness Equipment Space 1 tent. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know if you enjoy these review videos, because I may go and get around to doing some more. See you next video.